What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video here on the John Doc YouTube channel. A lot of people have been asking what's going on with the Grand National and where's the HEMI and all that stuff, and I'm going to explain it all in this video. Here, Ben over there grinding away on something. We got a full-on 5.3 Copart pullout right here. This one's pretty nice. Look at this. This comes with wiring harness and all. Ben's over there drilling something out with all his might. Colorado's doing good. We got a lot of projects here, but we're making progress on all of them. We are making progress on all of them, so we can't go wrong there. First off, I do want to say the twin turbo kit, if you have a C6 Corvette, twin turbo kit off of the Silverback Z06 is for sale. The turbos need to be sent back to Precision and cleaned up. They did have an impeller break off, but other than that, it's a complete kit. Hot side, cold side, mounts up to factory exhaust, comes with the intercooler, 100% bolt on. Send me a DM on Facebook if you're interested in this. But yes, this kit has been 530s, low 530s at 130. Absolutely flies. It makes a ton of power. It's a really good kit. Streetable. They are somewhat small turbos. They're 62 millimeter turbos, but they're dual ball bearing. They're badass turbos, and they work really well. So we move over here to the Grand National. What we did is we had the LS7 Super Victor polished. So yeah, this was one of the guys that actually comes and cleans the toters. Right here, he cleaned this thing up to make it look all nice and shiny. Oh, there's our LS Nasty model, Chris. Oh, wow. Hey, does your car run as fast as your mouth?
Mine doesn't.
Your doesn't? No? That's okay. It's okay. So, yeah, I was telling everyone, look, we're going old school. We got the polished Super Victor.
Oh, yeah.
That is a classic.
Lowrider days.
Yeah, we're bringing it back. Polish everything. That's the new look.
So you're giving them a little look at
Yeah, a lot of people have been asking what's been going on. We've been pretty quiet about this. Now, do you want to break them the bad news? Well, what they will consider the bad news.
You can.
You tell them. I don't want to. Listen, no matter what engine we put in a car, if I explain it, they hate it.
Well, the fact of the matter is, the channel's LS Nasty.
The channel is LS Nasty.
We reached out a little bit with the 8.2 deck.
Yep.
Because of my love for Ford.
That's your deal though. That's back in the day. You were the Ford guy jumping soda cans. You're back to your.
Back to soda can hopping.
Yep.
The thought is, we can be 2 or 3 tenths off of a number and enjoy racing.
Yes.
And then enjoy the LS.
Yes.
What we work on. Versus working on every round, having a whole crew.
Yes.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is the maintenance, not just at the track, but between track events. You get 2 or 3 good events in, running the car hard, you gotta tear it all down and start replacing parts.
And I mean, we were so undecided that we had it left to go either way.
Yep.
Up until today, we made a final decision.
Yep. Today we made a decision. So what is that decision?
Decision is stay with LS and everything, and to put a big choo-choo boy on this thing.
Meaning what for the HEMI?
Meaning the HEMI is being sold.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
The HEMI is being sold.
To a very close friend, we believe.
Yes, which will...
Close to the channel, you'll see it on the channel.
Yep, so the HEMI stuff is not gone forever.
Not gone forever. You'll see it make some passes.
But it's just not what we're looking for.
It will fit perfectly in what it's going in.
Yes. So the HEMI is gone. The LS is here to stay. So what our goal is with this is we're going to try to go as fast as we can with hydraulic roller.
Yeah, trying to set a record with hydraulic roller. You're going to be trying to set a record with stop block.
And we need to find another record with the LS stuff that we could try to set.
Third record.
You know, maybe the...
Roller cam bearing.
Fastest roller cam bearing motor in the country. So yeah, pretty much what we have going on is the LS is going to be staying in this setup, and that's really just that's what we got going on. The HEMI was fun, but the big deciding factor was Kevin told us, and I heard it from all the guys, you start going fast, start running it all out, 30 passes, you got to replace the rods. Rods are $1,500 a set. So with how much we race, how much we like to race,
and how ignorant we are when it comes to turning it up.
Yes, that's really not the play. Like, for instance, we have the Bad Apple back in action. We got it back a week and a half ago.
The 10th, 11th.
And how many passes do we have? We have 6 down in Darlington. We have 12 passes on it already. 10 to 12 passes on it in a week. Now that was a HEMI. We're halfway through in 1 week. We're halfway through our cycle. 2 weeks we'd be replacing rods. So that is our justification to this. That gave us a lot of time to think and decide. So what we have to do with this is now we are converting everything that was HEMI over to LS. So that mechanical fuel pump that we got sent off and getting cleaned up. That is going to be run on this car. The Billet Atomizer 700s, they are back at Billet Atomizer. Absolutely stellar, amazing guys. If you're running anything massive injector alcohol, you need to go with Billet Atomizer. There's really no one else out there that you can trust to perform as well as Billet Atomizer. So, starting off fresh on this setup.
Fresh.
No, everything, top to bottom. We are waiting. The biggest thing that we're waiting on right now is a turbo from Force Inductions. A Jose. It is shipped. It's on the way. We're waiting for it's a Force Inductions 98 Garrett chassis, dual ball bearing. It is a bad turbo. It's a badass turbo. It's bad.
Makes some real power.
Yes, make some real big power. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send all the aluminum stuff off to Dieter's. Joe C is getting some love. From now on, everything is going to be polished. The salty chicken, if I could, I'd polish the cage, the chassis in it. But no, I'm gonna polish everything on the salty chicken. I don't know about the hot side though, because the hot side, I like when it turns brown. Like all this turns blue.
Only the aluminum.
Aluminum. Get the aluminum shining. Send it off to Joe C. The guys over at Dieter's have everything sparkling.
I bet Joe C can polish your power glide case.
Oh my God! You imagine that.
You're not gonna have it.
I'm gonna buy. Oh my God! You just. Oh yes. All right. So now I have to buy an aftermarket case, 400.
Yeah, then get it polished.
And get the case polished. Oh my God! How absolutely. Oh my God! Wow, brain blast. This is why you are the creative director.
Yeah, so you need to call Joe C and make sure he's on board.
Yeah, I need to have him polish my transmission. So we're all over the place. That's talking about salted chicken stuff. Waiting on the turbo. Brazzel about has the turbo kit finished up. We were just waiting for the exact turbo that we're going to run to finish this because everything's going to be V-banded, and then he has to add a blow-off valve. After that, we really get plugging away, getting the wiring, get the fuel pump set up. Jason just made a new fuel cell for us because the other one had a crack in it. It happened at Charlotte. During one round of racing, it just all of a sudden started leaking out alcohol. Yeah, very close to completion here. We just have a bunch of little things to do, and then we have to send the transmission. Sorry, we have to send the converter. I think it's a bolt-together converter from Pro Torque, but we're Cameron people. As David Farlow says, our transmissions start and end at Cameron's, and the guys down at Cameron's are going to get us a stator or whatever we need to do to make this converter set up perfect for the LS. So, you guys wanted an update on the Black Sheep, and here it is. We were just waiting on a turbo to really finish the turbo kit. Got him out the fuel pump, oil filter, and then just hook up the Holley wiring. And then we are really ready to go. Oh, we got to get a hood. Yeah. We got to get a new hood to fit with this cutout. We got a bunch of little things to do, like we got to set the throttle linkage. You can't tell, but I'm flooring it right now. But yeah, throttle linkage is important. We need to do that. We need to get the breather system set up for the puke tank in the back. What else off the top of your head? T-cam hooks up with a badass timing pointer. We're going to run the mechanical fuel pump off the side on the motor plate.
At least run for us, put a little small radiator right here, and we could drive it on street because it's half filled.
Oh, it is half filled. I forgot about that. This is really like a street motor. I mean, this is...
yeah.
This is not... Yeah, this is like as bad as you can go street motor-wise. I mean, we're expecting to make...
2200.
18 to 2200 in that range. If it makes that kind of power, I think that's going to be pretty wild. The turbo is definitely capable. The fuel, running on alcohol, I mean, it'll definitely support it. The fuel system that we're going to run on there will support it.
If your foot supports it.
Yeah, that's the only thing. So finally, before everyone says now, they're like, man, the car's going to go slower because it's got an LS in it. You guys have to realize that the HEMI before was probably making 1,000 to 1,500 horsepower max. It was that clapped out. So we're actually going to be able to leave on this thing, leave hard, get some really good times out of it, and go fast. So between this, In the Bad Apple, we're going to have 2 badass single turbo small block cars, and then the Salty Chicken's going to come along and join the party. But we are very close. Our goal is within, the next 2 to 3 weeks, have this car complete up and running on the hub dyno at TKM. Yep. And that would be absolutely awesome. So Brazzel's going to come back next week and finish everything up. We should have the turbo here by Friday at the latest. So we'll mount the turbo, and then Brazzel will come and get everything else finished up, and then we can really dive in. Ben can get to work on the wiring. We'll get the fuel pump mounted up. We'll get the oil filter and everything all mounted up. And then after that, I mean, we're pretty damn close. We're pretty damn close. So just a quick little update of what we got going on here at the Grand National. Brad has a turbo, which I'll show you guys here. Now, you guys see Brad. Brad's our director of tire pressures. This is his turbo. He has a Forced Inductions 94. Look at that. That right there is a bad son of a gun. Again, Garrett chassis. This one's journal bearing. And, I mean, look at how the impeller blade, I've never seen a turbo with the impeller blade so tall. When you take the cover off, the impeller blade's literally like, it's massive. It's crazy. Brad is doing a nice little stock block build. He has a 240 back half car, ladder bar that he's doing. So he's been chipping away buying some stuff, and he got his turbo in. So if we don't get our turbo in time, we could use this for mock-up. But yeah, this is going to be a badass car. Brazzel absolutely killed the hot side. Again, just a little rundown. We got some Flowtech down and forward-facing headers, BPF custom hot side, we got JGS wastegate, and then we're going to have a Jose 98 dual ball bearing Garrett chassis turbo. We got a big 50 millimeter blow-off valve, Wilson manifold, Wilson 105 throttle body, LS7 style Super Victor, and then we go into the engine. The engine is an LSR block. It's got mast black label heads. It's still hydraulic roller. It's got Jessel rocker arms. It's got Johnston low lash lifters. It's got some big old push rods, and it's got diamond piston. It's got Callie's Enforcer I-beam rods, and then a Dragon Slayer crankshaft, half filled. All the machine work done by TKM. It does have the top fuel hoops. So that's pretty much the rundown. Being on alcohol, you're going to run it non-intercooled. The fuel is going to provide all the cooling. So this thing should be a pretty gnarly little piece here. So we're excited. We can't wait to have it done. We're going to have it done here shortly. And yeah, so just kind of giving you guys an update on it. You guys were asking about it, and that's it. I know you guys don't really like the videos where we're talking, but you guys want to know about it. I tell you about it. There you have it. So give us about 2 to 3 weeks. We'll have that thing done. We'll have it up on the rollers at TKM, and our plan is to have it out at DMV versus the World.